I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Roblox. The graphics are pretty bad, the gameplay can be repetitive, and the child labor.
New, Roblox is profiting off of child labor.
Well, honestly, I could take it or leave it. But recently I've noticed a friend of mine, Brody, had been playing one game every single time I've seen him. BloxFruits. Not just on his computer, but on his phone, and his laptop, and his other computer. And hey, I like anime, I like fruits, and I'm probably over 9 years old, so this seems like a perfect game for me. With that all being said, let's jump right into the review. The game opens with a classic choice between pirates or marines. I chose to be a pirate because I want this playthrough to be as lore accurate as possible. On that note, I was immediately jumped by a naked Walter White who shot me repeatedly. I can't show you what happened because I accidentally recorded my home screen for an hour, so here's my best recreation.
Oh no, it's Walter White from, Meth. Don't kill me, please.
The first thing I did was explore the town. Luckily, since it's only about 5 feet long, I could do that much just by turning the camera left and right. Something told me that the NPC with a giant floating arrow above his head would be important, so I talked to him. By the way, if you can't tell already, my gameplay is going to be a little clunky because I'm more of a visual novel gamer than a PC type. But I get it. I can't expect every game to have words. Oh my god. He asked me to beat up 5 mountain bandits. The bandits were nothing, so I decided to set out to sea. The closest island had an ominous glowing treasure chest, which turned out to be completely fine. Except for the skeletons. I don't exactly remember when dark wraiths were a part of One Piece, but yet again, I've only seen the first 5 episodes, so maybe this is deep lore accurate. Comment below if you know any funny skeletons. The chest single-handedly gave me like 12 levels, which I spent on punching because I think it's funny to beat things to death. There was a bone man in the town square who asked if I had any bones. I don't know how to feel about that question. He offered me a stat reroll and a race reroll. I didn't need to change my stats, and I did not want to tread on Michael Jackson's territory, so I went with a random surprise instead. Somehow this ended up with me getting 2 times XP for 10 minutes instead of having my kidney stolen, so I see this as a win. I found a cool ship off the coast and swam over to it. It had a bunch of cannons that I kept getting stuck in, a bed that I can't use, and motion sickness from camera clipping. It's perfect. Never mind. A guy in the jungle asked me to kill the Gorilla King. I don't know where that is or what I was even supposed to do, so I just ended up going around the jungle beating every monkey I could find to death with my bare hands. While I was doing that, I noticed a shop on the top of a hill. The guy was selling BloxFruits, but said I was too low level to get one. Immediately after that, another player flew in behind me. I knew it was too late to run, but I didn't want to die, so I tried the only option I had left. Using my mentally ill Riz, I convinced him to give me a devil fruit. I ate it before he could change his mind. He changed his mind. The fruit is a smoke fruit, a Logia type. It basically gives me the superhuman ability of being smoke. I am made of smoke now. In the anime lore, that means I'm immune to death. In the game lore, that means I'm immune to death. The only way to punch something incorporeal in the anime is to use a technique called haki. Trouble is, I don't think that's in the game, and the monkeys literally can't touch me, so, I win, I guess. I found the Gorilla King. Turns out he has full body haki and is a lot stronger than you would expect for a gorilla. This was the beginning of the end for me. It took a while, but I eventually beat him to death and went back to the devil fruit vendor. I still can't buy any fruits, but as I was about to leave, I saw a homeless man pull up. He asked me for money, and since I didn't have any honey buns, I answered as kindly as I could think to. But while I was standing there, a goddamn dragon pulled up. I attacked him because I thought it would be funny, and he went to give the homeless guy a devil fruit, but I stole it because I thought it would be funny. Apparently this is the spike fruit, and no one seemed happy about this situation, but they couldn't do anything about it since my PvP was turned off. In the anime, eating a second devil fruit kills you. In the game, it kills everyone else. Now that I was strong enough to move on to the next island, I talked to the one NPC in the area and got a quest to kill 5 pirates. I'm starting to realize what this game is like. They were surprisingly tough, and even though my spike attack looked cool, it did like no damage since I didn't have any levels invested into it. I wanted to, at the very least, get the second spike attack unlocked, so I killed a whole bunch of pirates. But that was taking a really long time, so I decided to fight some stronger guys. That went about as well as you'd expect. On the plus side, I did get to level up punching more. I didn't want to fight wave after wave of the same enemies again and again, so I took out to sea like a real pirate in order to find adventures and treasure. Instead, I found out I should never be allowed to park a car. The law finally decided that Goku shouldn't be allowed to fight children with cancer. That's pretty cool, but I think a bounty of $400 is way too much. I mean, with that kind of money, you could buy $200 twice. I killed a bunch of wraiths and decided to work on my devil fruit abilities by leveling up melee again. It didn't work very well. I went to vent my frustrations by doing some hardcore parkour when I got this ominous message. The light of a full moon peeks through the clouds. I don't know what this means. Nothing ended up happening, so why is the text big and red? There was no disaster, there was no event, there was no Eye of Cthulhu. This is frankly just misleading. I made it to the roof and tried to fall off because I thought it would be funny. Watching the footage back, I think it's funnier if I just let you imagine how frustrated I was trying to knock my character off a roof in a realistic way in a game that barely has gravity. I bought a marine sloop and immediately committed a war crime. Once I escape into the sea, eventually, I found a BloxFruit vendor that would actually sell something to me. This could be huge. I've been severely lacking in damage recently, and besides, I've been looking for the perfect fruit to show off this entire time, and here's a perfect opportunity to get one. The only question is which? I didn't know any of them, and I wasn't just gonna look it up, so instead I asked for help from one of my best friends and an expert Roblox player, Brody.
I mean, I just wanted your opinion. I guess, just so the audience knows, how long would you say you've been playing BloxFruits for?
So I started playing about a year ago when I got really into One Piece, and I was just looking around for Roblox games that were... What are you
Fucking
laughing at?
loser, of course you'd play BloxFruits.
Bro,
Isn't Roblox for like 9-year-olds?
You're making a video on it!
Baby? Who fucking asked?
Fuck do you mean who asked? You brought me here on this video!
You come into my video, start yelling at me when I just give my constructive opinion, and you think I'm just gonna take that sitting down?
You call me a loser for doing the same thing you're doing.
Huh? You want to know why you're losing?
Yeah, I do. I do want to know why.
Can your chair do this? Yeah. Idiot. So you're telling me I should take the rocket fruit?
No!
For some reason in a game about boats where the main trait is that any character who touches the ocean would die, you can just jump over the water. I saw a huge explosion in town, and because I have the self-preservation skills of a child, I immediately ran towards it. Now that I had an unstoppable devil fruit, it was my turn to be the king. I shot this guy because I thought it would be funny when I noticed something. It was the infamous Goku. This was serious. I kicked him in the balls and punched the air for a while until he smited me with the power of God. Unprovoked, by the way. I found God. I don't even know what to say about this. At this point, I figured I would need a friend in order to survive, so I tried to recruit God and Goku onto my crew. They left me faster than my dignity after starting a YouTube channel. Yeah, anyways, that's about it. Overall, the game seems pretty cool. It can be a bit repetitive with the combat grind, but the Devil Fruit and Mastery system is pretty well fleshed out. So if you like it, I like it, and if you don't, I don't know why you would care what I think about it. Seriously, if I could control what people liked, I would have everyone like this video right now. Do it right now. I'm making you do it. You don't have an option. And if you thought this one was good, check out some of my earlier videos. All my recent videos are on a bunch of different games, and they're all this funny. Pinky promise. So check them out.